ever wondered what happens when a beloved story leaks from the page to the screen? It's a, a delicate dance, isn't it? It's um, adapting a novel means making choices, altering paths, and sometimes rewriting history. And season four, based on Julia Quinn's, is no exception in Quinn. And let's delve into the fascinating ways the showrunners dared to reimagine a classic romance. And the world of the Ton is built on societal rules, but love often thrives in the spaces between them. This season, the series took a risk by deepening the complexities of Sophie and Benedict's connection. And it wasn't afraid to add layers to the story. The showrunners didn't simply replicate the novel, they expanded upon it. One of the most notable changes involved Sophie herself. Uh, Her name remained, but her heritage was thoughtfully woven into the narrative, honoring the background of the actress who brought her to life, Yeren Ha. The alterations to her family's surname were a beautiful tribute, adding a new dimension to the character's story beyond Sophie's lineage. The show also crafted a brand new romance for Violet Bridgerton. While the books focus solely on her children's love lives, the series gifted Violet with a love interest of her own, adding a heartwarming subplot that resonated with viewers. The timeline of Sophie and Benedict's reconnection was also subtly adjusted. Uh, the series compressed the years between their initial encounter and their rekindled romance, creating a sense of urgency and intensifying their connection. Uh, it heightened the magic of their reunion. New characters were introduced, like Hazel, a housemaid who found herself in a dangerous situation. This addition allowed the show to explore themes of vulnerability and courage, uh, adding another layer of complexity to the narrative. It was a welcome surprise. While some familiar faces from the books were absent, like Cressida Cowper, the showrunners weren't afraid to streamline the story, focusing on the core relationship between Sophie and Benedict. It was a bold move, but it paid off. Posey Penwood's story, while present, was condensed in the series, and her full arc, which included a charming epilogue in the novel, was left largely unexplored, but her presence still added a touch of sweetness to the season. It was a minor omission. Um, Benedict's illness, following a scuffle with a rival, was also exaggerated for dramatic effect. While the novel presented a milder ailment, the series opted for a more intense portrayal, uh, emphasizing the vulnerability of the characters. It added to the tension. The circumstances surrounding the discovery of Sophie's true identity were also altered. The series used a lost necklace as the key to unlocking the mystery, while the book featured a playful game of blind man's bluff. It was a clever twist. And finally, Violet's initial acceptance of Sophie was portrayed with more hesitation in the series. Um, this added, a layer of realism to the story. reflecting the societal constraints of the time from Beery territory. It made the eventual acceptance even more satisfying. Uh, uh, so, did these changes detract from the original story? Um, um, Absolutely not. They enhanced it, breathing new life into a beloved romance and creating a truly captivating experience. After all, isn't that what adaptation is all about? Uh, Speaking of adaptations, it's funny how a little change in a story can be like a badly made cup of tea. It just doesn't quite hit the spot. But season four, it was a perfect brew. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.